as for our golf card, RBC Heritage at Harbor Town Golf Links. It's a par 71 golf course, 7,200 yards this week. Nick said it. It's really all about accuracy. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at guys that are accurate off the tee. I'm looking at guys that are accurate on approach. It's a bonus if you can putt really well, because usually the winner of this event is in the high teens, low 20s, depending on the wind. That's really the big defense. They're obviously playing off of the ocean, so if the wind starts blowing, it can get really difficult on this course at times. But so many of these courses nowadays on the PGA Tour, right, it's all about length. It's all about who's the guy that can hit it the farthest and who's the guy that can hit it the straightest. That's not this week. This week is all about strategy. It's all about accuracy. You got to keep the ball in the fairway. There are a lot of well-positioned trees around this golf course. You can get some difficult lies if you have some wayward drives. So accuracy is the name of the game this week at the RBC Heritage. And who's the most accurate player on the PGA Tour? That would be Collin Morikawa. Do you know the guy right now on the PGA Tour that is leading the field in driving accuracy? That would be Collin. Do you know the guy right now who is number one in approach to the green? That would be Collin. If there was a golf course on tour that should fit Collin's game, where you need to be accurate with the second smallest greens on tour, it would be Morikawa. As it always is with him, it comes down to the putter. If he gains strokes this week with the putter, he's going to win. He's going to be certainly in contention, most likely going to win. If he doesn't have a good week with the putter, then he is going to struggle. But I think 10-1 on Morikawa, you get him at plus money as well to finish in the top 10. I think two great looks this week. We talked about him all week last week with the Masters. This guy's been awesome so far this season. He's finished no worse than 17th in the 6 events that he has played, so I expect him to be in contention yet again. Other guy that I like is Russell Henley at 25-1. I'm coming right back with Russell Henley. Why? Because, again, he is a super accurate golfer, and I talked about I want a golfer that's accurate off the tee. I want a golfer that's accurate with their irons and somebody who's a good putter. There's nobody right now in the game of golf that's probably as good at all three as Russell Henley. He ranks top 20 in just about all three of those categories. His game is rock solid. Talked about last week at the Masters, my fear for Russ is the fact that you got to dominate the par fives at Augusta, and he's just not long enough to give himself eagle opportunities like a Rory McIlroy, and that's obviously what helped him get to victory. But this week, with there being a par 71, there only being 3 par 5s, par 3 scoring, par 4 scoring being imperative, I think that helps out Russ a lot. So I like him at 25-1. I'm in lockstep with Nick. I really like Sepp Straka at 40-1 this week. Sepp is 13th in driving accuracy right now on the PGA Tour, and he's 5th in approach to the green. Super accurate off the tee, even more accurate with his approach play into the green. And Sepp Straka, 2 of the last 3 years here, has finished inside the top 5. So he got off to a shaky start, as did Henley in the first round of Augusta. Both guys bounced back nicely in the second round. I think they carry that into this week at Harbor Town. So I'm coming right back with Morikawa, Henley, and Sepp Straka this week. Another guy I'm looking at is J.J. Spaun at 66-1. J.J. Spaun right now is second on the PGA Tour in approach to the green, trailing only Collin Morikawa. He's 70th in driving, and he's about 70th in putting as well. So JJ, I'm hoping we just get an accurate week with him with the driver. That's why he's 66-1, because, man, the approach play is going to be there. If Spaun can keep it in the fairway and his iron game is like it's been this season, I mean, his ball striking's been awesome, that he's going to be towards the top of the leaderboard. So I look at JJ Spaun at 66-1, and I think this is a silly price this week. I love me some Nick Taylor at 125-1. He is 14th in driving and 9th in approach play so far this year on the PGA Tour. Now, he ranks 97th in putting, and that's the key, right? You got to make some birdies here. But again, with how accurate he is off the tee and what a great approach player he has been this season, he's going to give himself some good birdie opportunities. I think 125-1 is an absurd price on a guy who's top 15 in driving accuracy and top 10 in approach play. So I love me some Nick Taylor at 125-1. And then again, it's RBC Heritage Week, also known as Patrick Cantlay Week. You just got to bet him in the top 10, especially if you're getting plus 160. Again, 6 of the last 8 times he has played here, he has finished inside the top 7. He loves this course. He loves Pete Dye golf courses, as Nick was mentioning. So can't lay top 10. Love that as well at plus 160.